Discretion is advised.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to a brand new episode of Train Simulator 2021. Today we are going to continue on our showcase of the CP Aldersyde route made by Wet Koala. And as you guys could tell by the thumbnail, we did change out the train a little bit. So we are going to be using a Canadian Pacific SD90 MAC by High Green Paint Shed or High Green Simulations. And we are just going to basically continue on with the route, showcasing it off, just, driving through the Canadian prairies. So without further ado, let us go ahead and hop in, and let's go ahead and check out the rest of this route. Alright guys, so here we are in game now. We have our SD90 MAC locomotive right here in front of us, number 9112. And we kind of just have a short little yard transfer run today. Not quite sure if these actually do run along this route, but today we're going to do a little bit of make-believe. So we used to have a few different cars and stuff like that. Here we are hopping into the locomotive. This does require the Union Pacific SD9043 MAC. I believe it's part of Granger Heartland, or it's a separate DLC. I don't know. But we do have a crossing up here. One of the things, though, was that this horn has a sequence of its own. So it's not like once you let go of the horn button, it'll stop. It actually has a certain amount of seconds that it lasts, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Gonna go ahead and clear out this crossing here. As you guys remember, we did stop at that yard back there. Not quite sure why the switches were set that way, but they were. So now we're just currently out here on the main line, about ready to clear the yard and get on to our destination. So we do have a little bit of ways to go. So we're right there, and we do have to go all the way up over here. So it'll be a little bit of a lengthy trip, but we will just kind of be showing off the finished parts of the route and whatnot. So I'm super excited about that. But let's go and turn on some. We don't need step lights. Cab light, man, maybe. That'll work. Hopefully you guys are having a great day today. This is another one of those pre-recorded videos, so I don't know exactly when it is going live. All I know is that it is pre-recorded. What's this? Front number lights. Yeah, we'll turn those on. That's nothing. I don't need to start up, shut down, none of that, so we are good. Alright. But yeah, man, I was kind of looking to see what I can actually use, because I do have a couple different Canadian Pacific repaints available or downloaded on my hard drive, and I decided to go with this one because we haven't used a SD90 MAC yet. We used the SD80 MAC, but not the 90, and it just felt good. Normally, I don't think these would be used for like yard transfers, but like I said, today we're just kind of doing a make-believe type thing. So definitely for sure looking kind of nice with the way it is running single unit. I do believe I've actually seen one of these in real life before they actually got retired by CP. They were not on the rails for a while. They were actually had a short lifespan on Canadian Pacific. So I believe I got to see at least one or two of these before they did get retired. CP was never really a SD or a EMD type company, unless now they have like the SD70 ACUs, the SD40-2s, and like the Jeeps, but that's about it. I think they purchased these and they didn't like these, so they decided to just do their whole order of nothing but GEs and stuff like that, like Gevos and all that. So I think that's what I read somewhere, is that Canadian Pacific was really not too fond of EMD, but now they have SD70 ACUs. Since I don't think they have any tier 4 GEs as of now. I know they had a couple, but I don't think they've purchased any GEs in the upcoming things. But we got another crossing up here, man, and just a random ass tree, just a definite random tree, just chilling there. Alright, so after about like maybe 5 or 6 minutes of driving, we finally have a town, it looks like, coming up, or just, a couple of houses. I'm not quite sure exactly how much of the route that we're going to be showcasing in this episode is complete. But we are just going to try to show off the complete parts, and yep, there is the town loading in right now. We do have a crossing to protect, and we do have some like high grass and weeds over here as well. So we got some broken rails over here that were connected to the main line, but not anymore. One here, and then we got a couple over here too, it looks like, that are completely messed up. Man, that's crazy. But here's a look at the small little town we got going on over here. We still got that rail following us. It must have been like an abandoned siding or something. We got some smoke coming out of them houses there, man. That's cool. Yeah, it meets back with the main line over there, so it must have been like some sort of siding. Man, that's a big fence for that tiny little house, man. That is a definite big piece of land for that tiny house. Another crossing to protect over here. Looks like we got some high grass up here as well. Man, that horn is definitely going to bug me with the second loop that it's got, the continuous loop or whatever. That's really going to bug me. But I did want to give a huge shout out to 50 Cal in my Discord. He did end up sending me a bunch of different links to mods and scenario packs for this game. I do greatly appreciate it, man. We are coming up on a bridge over here. It's a different looking bridge. It actually looks kind of nice. But yeah, I did get a whole bunch of mods and different scenario packs from him. And it's not like, your everyday mods. It's like performance mods and all that fun stuff as well. So I'm going to be putting in it, whoa, man, that was a big jump right there, man. Okay, we got some weeds growing out over here, man. That looks cool. We got a little town coming up, I believe, or a bridge or some sort. I don't know. But I haven't put any of those mods in yet, only because I'm going to be putting them in a little bit at a time, because I'm trying to test performance and like crashing in this game. I have had a lot of issues recently with out of memory, stuttering, and just plain Jane crashing during loading screens. And it's not like the same scenario, it's like multiple, even with just like standard dovetail scenarios or standard train sim scenarios that come with like routes. So I'm going to be doing some different testing and stuff with it. We got a crossing to protect here, but I'm not worried about it because it's literally there's no cars on this map. But yeah, I've had a lot of issues with it, and I'm running the 64-bit right now because a lot of the locomotives and stuff that I use require the 64-bit version of train sim. So I'm not sure why I've had a lot of issues, but I'm not the only one, supposedly. Also, a lot of new reskins and different like repaints and stuff like that have came out for this game as well. I know one being Canadian National Heritage units, which I'm super excited about. We'll be showing those off here soon as well. So definitely going to try to figure out what's causing all these issues and stuff. I don't know specifically, but I think I know. I think I might have to take a couple mods out because I think I have too many reskins and stuff in. So I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out and we'll get to the bottom of it. Also, one thing I have seen on Facebook group that I'm in for Train Simulator is that there is going to be new Metro content coming out for the game. This one guy has actually stepped in and decided to create the MP36 in the new Metro livery, which I'm really happy about. Yeah, see, like right there, it's stuttering a little bit. I've been having those types of issues. I don't know why. But he stepped in and is now creating the MP36 in the new Metro scheme. It's not 100% perfect because of how the model is lined up, but it still looks relatively damn good. And I'm super excited to actually see it in game. He's also creating the Metro F59s, not the ones that they got from Amtrak, but the other ones that they have, like the 94, 93 series, whatever you want to call them, I'd say 3 windows, but they both have 3 windows on the cab. So he's creating those as well. I also heard he's going to be creating the F59 PHI number 79, which is the one that's in Metro Paint right now. So I'm really excited about that. We will definitely be seeing a lot of Metro content coming up on the channel soon. I also have to do another SD70 MACH video. So we're coming up on a grain elevator over here with 2 sidings, but I do have to do another MACH video because we did one back in the day, but there is another one released with the more updated livery, so we're going to be using that as well. So stay tuned for a lot of Metro content. I know that there's a lot of folks on my channel that, you know, enjoy Metro, which is the commuter railroad in Chicago. But also I forgot to mention that he is also going to be doing the F40PH in the new paint as well. So that'll be super cool to see in game. Just kind of getting tired of driving the standard blue and orange one, since those are no longer a thing anymore, since Metro's upgrading pretty much all their fleet. So I'm very excited about that. No updates on the SD70 MACHs as of yet. Hoping the plan that they had wasn't scrapped. Only time I ever seen an article for it was when it first was announced, but I have not seen anything after that. So hoping it's not scrapped. I know they said 2021 will be like the first time they get a locomotive, or they get a release of it. So I'm hoping that within like this year we'll see a new Metro locomotive. So I'm super excited. Another crossing here, not worrying about protecting it since it came too late. Got a big old curve over here, man. Now the only thing we really need in Train Simulator is the Metro cars, which are like the old Bud Gallery cars with the blue stripe down the middle. Hopefully someone can create that with the Nippon Gyro. It's not going to be 100% accurate, but it still will look pretty decent. I know that typically those don't run on the racetrack route, but it is what it is. Maybe someone can also create the newer livery for the Nippon Gyro cars that Metro has on the Bud cars as well. I don't really care for it, but it would probably look cool in game. And pretty much all we really need now is an F40C, which are retired by Metro, except they only have 2 of them that are just sitting in the yards, and the F40 PHM-2, which is like the power horse of the racetrack route. I have another crossing up here, and we'll actually protect this one. Another thing though, what I would like to actually see is the red and orange heritage scheme on the F40s and the cars. I feel like that would be super cool. And the 500 series Metro E9s or E8s, whatever they were, hopefully like to see that in game as well, because I feel like that would be super cool. But that's about it on Metro. Norfolk Southern's actually still selling all of their pretty much older road power, so they're literally scrapping them or selling them off to other short line railroads. I don't know why they're doing it, but they are. It's kind of like odd to me, but it is what it is. So we got some tall grass or something going on over here. I almost said mountains, but that's not the right word. Some tall grass going on over here, man. Interesting. Definitely interesting. But yeah, super excited about the new stuff coming to Train Sim this year. Hopefully you guys are excited about the content that will be coming to the channel this year as well. Going to do a lot more Train Sim, a lot more Truck Sim, a lot more other games as well. As you guys can kind of tell by the last couple days, we've kind of had different games on the channel and whatnot. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to all that as well. We're actually still not even making a dent in where we are. So we're literally right here. We started like right here, and we're kind of making a little bit of a dent, but we still have this whole thing to traverse. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm just going to be showing off the finished parts of the route. And I do know that we are currently speeding, but if I was going 45 miles an hour, we'd still be back where we pretty much were. So We got another crossing up here. Looks like this one's actually functional with vehicles. We're going to go ahead and protect it, and then I will get back to you guys once we find somewhere else that is pretty much almost completed. Alright guys, so it looks like we are actually coming into another little town over here. I do see a siding, in fact, and I see, looks like possibly actually maybe some tracks. Not a town, but it look like it's a little bit of a siding here. 25 mile an hour, then it goes up to a 45 mile an hour past the switch. But we do got a grain elevator, so it looks like it's just going to be a grain siding, so we can maybe hop. Actually, we don't have any grain cars that we can drop off except for that one. That'll be easy. But yeah, man, look at that grain elevator. It's a bigger one than what we've passed up before. We got multiple tracks for this one. We're going to shut that bell off. Not quite sure what is on this side because that is a huge gap between tracks. And then the track just randomly ends over here, but that is a definite huge gap between the two tracks. So I'm not quite sure what any of this stuff over here is. Might just be like a little yard or some sort. But we do have a grain elevator over here. And that is pretty much it for over here. No town, nothing. Man, dude, I don't know, like, if this is a prototypical to the route, because, like, in Illinois, you'll maybe pass like a small town every like 5 or 10 minutes for the most part, and you'll get maybe like prairies like this for, or like, you know, empty land like this for maybe like at least 5 or 6 minutes, maybe less. But we do have another whistle post over here, so I'm not quite sure if it's prototypical or if it's just not 100% completed. But we're gonna clear this crossing, and yeah. Alright, so we got something going on over here as well. Looks like we got a lot of trees, a little small town, a siding as well. It actually comes back to the main line. But checking it out, looks super nice. A lot of trees in this town, definitely a lot of trees. Covering up the houses, which is good for like privacy and whatnot. We got a little road that connects as well. Very cool stuff. Got some like farms over here, some farm equipment or farm buildings and all that fun stuff. Some silos, kind of like a shed type deal. Very nice indeed. Like that semi over there. Got 2 cab overs and a, looks like a Kenworth W900. Very cool. Well, we got a crossing here that we didn't protect, but that's okay. 2 roads in and out of town, man. All right. Alright guys, so it looks like to our right here we've got some sort of body of water that just started, and we got a bridge coming up here as well. With the grade crossing. This has actually been like the first scenery in a couple of miles, honestly. Since we ended up starting like up again over here, this has actually been the first bit of scenery we've gotten so far on this section of track. And I gotta say, nice looking thing. It's kind of cool having the body of water run next to the tracks, and then, you know, the track just ends, turns into a siding, and, you know, here we go with the Great Crossing Bridge, and then boom, residential area. Not sure, it looks like apartment complexes, so a bunch of apartment complexes over here, looking really neat. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Like I said, I am super excited for the completion of this route, because it's not going to be like one of those like where, or it doesn't seem like it's going to be one of those where it's pretty much like, you know, just driving freight. You can do a lot of switching on this one as well, which is cool. Doesn't seem like there's going to be a lot of scenery. It's just going to be a lot of like grasslands and like prairies and stuff is what it kind of seems like. So that's going to be super cool to see, you know, a little change of scenery from all like your big cities and your all that fun stuff, and you're just kind of going through like small towns and everything. So that's pretty cool. But I'll get back to you guys once we get some more new scenery. Alright guys, looks like we got some forested areas coming up over here. We got some sidings as well that just kind of end. Neat looking bridge here too. Look at that. That's kind of neat looking. The ones we're crossing over, and then over here we got another neat looking one. I like how it's got the overhang on one side, but then the other two is just, you know, the other two tracks, it's nothing. That's cool though. That is really neat. I wonder if it's like that in real life too, where, you know, oh, it might be, since that's double track and this is a single track territory. I'm not sure if this is a main line or if, well, looks like they just end, so I'm assuming that they're just going to be sidings that lead into the main line over here. I'm not sure, though. Could be like a small little yard or something, but as you guys can see, we're pretty much almost up to the end of the route. It is a pretty lengthy segment of track for sure. Definitely going to take a couple hours of running, especially if you run at the speed limits it gives you, because majority of the route's going to be, I believe it's like 40 or 45. Then you go down to a 25 for a few miles, and then I believe the rest of the route is going to be 35 miles an hour. So if you're going to run the route from end to end, following all the speed limits and stuff, it will be about maybe like 1 or 2 hours, maybe 3, of just driving through the Canadian prairies. So definitely going to be a fun drive for sure. We'll do a stream on it once it comes out completely. And we'll definitely end up following all the speed limits, and we'll kind of see how long it takes. Not sure what locomotive I want to use yet, but we'll probably end up using Searchlight Simulations GEVO or ES44AC for that. But that will be once the route is complete, and then hopefully the Canadian National, Three Hills, and Drumheller subs will be completed as well after that. So it looks like we got a little curve coming up here, man. Hopefully this train can take it at 67 miles an hour. I don't see why they wouldn't, but we'll see. Oh yeah, we can definitely take that. And looks like we got some more apartments or like a hotel of some sort up here to our right. Malpole 113. I don't see much of anything else other than just one randomly placed apartment complex or hospital or office space or whatever that building is. Okay, so it's kind of like a residential area. It looks like apartment complexes, and then we just kind of lead out of town there with the road. Looks like it's not a whistle post, so it's just a bell over here. It's a quiet zone, basically. But there's the one road leading in and out of town for the most part. We're about to go over. Don't mind the cars going through the crossing. There's probably not programmed as of yet or scripted or whatever. But we got some, looks like an electrified line over here though. That's pretty neat. I wonder what goes over here, like a trolley of some sort or something. I don't know. But those are definitely catenaries, so that's definitely an electrified line over here of some sort. Not 100% certain what it would be for though, because I know Via Rail's not electrified, neither is Go Transit. And I know there's another one in, but I don't think any of those even come out here. I don't know. It might be like some sort of commuter railroad or some sort of like trolley or something. I don't know, dude. That's cool though. But here we are coming into the yard for the most part. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know what you guys think of the route. I know what Koala is looking for, like suggestions and, you know, and stuff like that for the route and feedback and all that. So do let me know what you guys think about it. We're not going to flag any of these crossings just because it's going to be too much horn. But actually, it's quiet zone anyway, so it wouldn't even matter. But this is a neat little area right here, guys. So we got fence in from the electrified and the non-electrified, and yeah, man, this is legit, dude. This is cool. It's kind of cool having, you know, like the freight or the CP trackage running right next to it like that. It kind of reminds me of Chicago, where the CN Chicago subdivision runs alongside the Metro Electric line. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. And I know it's not the only place in the world where it's like that, but it kind of does hit close to home a little bit. But here we are, got a little city coming up over here. It looks like we're coming into the yard. We're just going to be on the outskirts of the yard, but we are going to be coming into the yard here soon. Got railroad crossings, got like a little industrial area over here, you know, factories, warehouses, some homes back there too, man. It's like a trailer lot. Look at that, that's legit, dude. Little town, dude. That is legit. Cool. You know, it's like got fences covering the road and everything. That is cool, man. That is super cool. Yeah, and the only reason why I'm starting to slow down is because we are coming into the yard. This is legit. Oh, so that track goes underneath there, and then I don't think we see it. I don't think we'll see it again. But we do have another sub over here, some sort of a branch line or something that connects to us. And here we go. Got another crossing. Looks like some more apartment complexes or warehouses or some sort. Look, they look more like warehouses of some sort. It's a giant parking lot, dude. That is definitely a giant parking lot. Yeah, there it is. There's a 10 and 15 mile an hour showing up on the HUD. Got some more like warehouses or not factories, but like warehouses of some sort over here. Oh, yep, here comes the yard. We are starting to get into the yard, folks. So we do have this yard over here, and then it kind of loops around and comes down here for the most part. So we'll probably end up doing the loop around if it lets us. I don't know. But we do got some more stuff up over here too, dude. Actual legitness, man. This is cool. I don't believe this part was completed the last time we showed off this video. And there's the end of our train around that curve right there. Extra large, looks like a little cheeseburger. But yeah, I do not believe that. Oh, look at those houses floating. That's funny. That is funny. But as I've been trying to say, I don't believe this portion of the route was completed the last time we checked out this route. So this is all brand spanking new. I know he said, like I said, he's about 70% done with it, I believe. So it's almost showtime, almost time for the actual release. He said there will be an update in February because it was taken off of the workshop, and that's a weird road, dude. That is trippy. That is actually trippy right there, dude. Whew, I would hate to traverse down that road, man. Now we got our first signal out here, a little stop signal, but we're going to proceed past it because why not? Oh, dude, look at that little factory right here, man. Warehouse area. Look at that. That is cool. Oh, we're not going around the curve. We are not going around the curve. Oh, yeah, we are. But yeah, man, this is completely legit, dude. We got some tracks just kind of chilling over here. I'm going to go ahead and start slowing down here because, yeah, for, you know, safety reasons and stuff. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think about the sub in the comment section down below. I will. Like, I was gonna have a link to the subdivision, but on the Steam Workshop, but it has been taken down. And like I said, he said updates will happen possibly in February, where a new version will be uploaded and stuff. But we're gonna go ahead and stop right here, guys. Isn't much really to see down there. We got a grain elevator, a bridge, and then probably just empty tracks and yard office and stuff right there. So we're gonna go ahead and stop right here, and that's gonna go ahead and do it for this one. Really hope you guys did enjoy, and I kind of feel, oh, dude, that truck just rear-ended that car, man. Look at that. He rear-ended that car completely, dude. That is, whoo, man. Well, technically everyone rear-ended everyone over here. Look at that. That truck rear-ended that truck. I don't know if this guy rear-ended anyone. I don't think so. No. Damn, dude. Like 2 accidents down this road already. It's a dangerous stretch of road, man. But, yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys here on the next video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.